Hello everyone, welcome to NDTV News. Today we are going to talk about World Literacy Day. And today's special guests are Miss Ahana Mehta and Miss Anya Jain. Hi Anya, hi Ahana.
Hello Ananya, nice to meet you.
Hello.
So my first question from you both is, why do we mark international days?
International days and weeks are occasion to educate the people on issue of concern, to mobilize political will and resources to address global problems and to celebrate and reinforce achievement of humanity. The existence of international days predates the establishment of the United Nations, but the UN has embraced them as a powerful advocacy tool. We also mark other UN observation. World Literacy Day is observed to spread awareness about literacy, promote good quality education and develop people's skill to learn and improve well in the outside world.
International Literacy Day and World Literacy Day. These are the summaries that we call to Literacy Day. Literacy Day is celebrated around the globe on 8th September. It is an annual celebration worldwide. The day enlightens the need to spread literacy and arrive at solutions for various challenges posed by today's education. The idea of Literacy Day take origin at the World Conference of Ministry of Education held at Tehran in 1965. On October 1966, United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization declared the celebration of World Literacy Day on an international level. The world faced some of the worst problems during that era. Illiteracy, poverty, unemployment, inadequate health facilities, etc. are the problems that are created. The focus was paid to education and removing ignorance so that people could get better access to livelihood. Literacy is a golden weapon that provides empowerment and independent thinking to an individual person.
My second question for you both is, why is International Literacy Day celebrated?
The significant difference between us human beings and other species is the ability to read and write. It is a gift that is granted by God to us to read and write and to make this world a beautiful world. Literacy helps us to create our path for success. Literacy promotes self-development, establish a sustainable society and thereby establish a well-being global economy. The day is used to create awareness in the public domain regarding the importance of education or knowledge. International Literacy Day marks the greatest hallmarks events worldwide to promote literacy and spread education amongst masses. There are a number of ways in which the day is celebrated across international space.
Create a virtual treasure house of books, journal, encyclopedias and other educational resources for all age groups and make them accessible. This way you contribute to sharing knowledge among the masses and generate interest in learning to read and write. Form an active group of members and rarely around your neighborhood, explaining the importance of education, spread the word, take part in online campaigns and support causes that cater to education. Undertake fellowship that boost your resume, as well as provide a golden opportunity to serve rural communities. Villagers usually do not have access to good quality education. Spend time working on your fellowship to promote education in rural areas. Please note, through education we can build better communities and participate in nation building activities. Let us strive for education and a better world to live in.
How literacy teaching and learning in COVID-19 crisis and beyond. International Literacy Day 2020 focuses on literacy teaching and learning in COVID-19 crisis and beyond, especially on the role of educators and changing pedagogies. The theme highlights literacy learning in the lifelong learning perspective and therefore mainly focuses on youth and adults. The recent COVID-19 crisis has been a stark reminder of the existing gap between policy discourage and reality. A gap that already existed in the pre-COVID-19 era and negatively affects the learning of youth and adults who have no or low literacy skills and therefore tends to face multiple disadvantages. During COVID-19 in many countries, adult literacy programs were absent in the initial education response plan. So, most adult literacy programs that did exist were suspended with just a few courses continually virtually through TV and radio or in open air spaces. What is the impact of COVID-19 crisis on youth and adult literacy educators and teaching and learning? What are the lessons learned? How can we effectively position youth and adult literacy learning in global and national responses and in strategies for the recovery and resilience building phase?
By exploring these questions, International Literacy Day 2020 provide an opportunity to reflect on and discuss how innovative and effective pedagogies and teaching methodologies can be used in youth and adult literacy programs to face the pandemic and beyond. The day will also give an opportunity to analyze the role of educator as well as formulate effective policies, systems, governance and measures that can support educators and learning.
Yes. The other question is, how will be the celebration of this day in 2021?
International Literacy Day ILD 2021 will be celebrated under the theme Literacy for a Human-Centered Recovery, narrowing the digital divide. The COVID-19 crisis has disrupted the learning of children, young people and adults at an unpredictable scale. It has also magnified the pre-existing inequalities in access to meaningful literacy learning opportunities, disproportionately affecting 773 million non-literate young people and adults. Youth and adult literacy were absent in many initial national response plans, while numerous literacy programs have been forced to halt their usual modes of operation.
Even in this time of global crisis, efforts have been done to find alternative ways to ensure the continuity of learning, including distance learning. Often in combination with in-person learning, access to literacy learning opportunities, however, has not been evenly distributed. The rapid shift to distance learning also highlighted the persistent digital divide in terms of connectivity infrastructure and the ability to engage with technology. As well as the disparities in other services such as access to electricity which has limited learning options. The pandemic, however, was a reminder of the crucial importance of the literacy beyond its intrinsic importance as part of the right education. Literacy empowers individuals and improves their lives by expanding their capabilities to choose a kind of life that has value. It is also a driver for sustainable development. Literacy is an integral part of education, and lifelong learning premised on humanism as defined as the Sustainable Development Goal 4. Literacy therefore is central to a human-centered recovery from the COVID-19.
ILD 2021 will be explore how literacy can contribute to building a solid foundation for a human-centered recovery, with a special focus on the interplay of literacy and digital skills required by non-literature youth and adults. It will also explore that what makes technology-enabled literacy learning inclusive and meaningful to leave no one behind. By doing so, ILD 2021 will be an opportunity to reimagine future literacy teaching and learning within and beyond the context of the pandemic.
So, the last question is from: what are the new literacy strategy for youth and adults?
New literacy strategy for youth and adults. The new 5 years UNESCO strategy for youth and adult literacy has 4 strategic priority areas. First is developing national literacy policies and strategies. Second, addressing the learning needs of disadvantaged groups, particularly women and girls. Leveraging digital technologies to expand access and improve learning outcomes. Fourth, monitoring progress and assessing literacy skill and programs.
Well spoken by you both. Thank you for giving us and the audience your precious time out of your busy schedule. Hope we will meet again. Thank you for coming in the show. So, that was it for today's interview. Hope we will meet next Friday with another interview. Thank you and stay connected with NDTV News.
साक्षरता का मतलब साक्षर होना अर्थात पढ़ने और लिखने में सक्षम होना। विश्व में शिक्षा के महत्व को समझने, दर्शाने और निरक्षरता को समाप्त करने के उद्देश्य में पूरे विश्व में 8 सितंबर को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साक्षरता दिवस मनाया जाता है। हर मनुष्य को शिक्षा प्राप्त करने का अधिकार है, हर कोई को पढ़ने लिखने का अधिकार है। इसी उद्देश्य और शिक्षा का महत्व बताते हुए मैं आपके सामने एक कविता लेकर प्रस्तुत। साक्षरता है जीवन में परम महत्वपूर्ण, बिन इसके तो बंधु होता है जीवन अपूर्ण। बिन साक्षरता के नहीं मिटता ज्ञानता का अंधकार, इससे ही आता है ज्ञान और होते हैं हमारे शुद्ध विचार। सही और गलत का जीवन में कर पाता वही पहचान होता है जो साक्षर और जिसको होता है भाषा का ज्ञान। जीवन पथ पर बढ़ता वही है जो समय के साथ कदम मिलाता, समय के महत्व को बंधु एक साक्षर ही समझ पाता। तो सुन लो भाई और बहनों, होता अगर साक्षर परिवार, पूरे होते वहाँ सबके सपने और खिलता है वहीं खुशियों का संसार। थैंक यू।